Okay, go ahead.
Hi, my name is Megan Lynch. I want to welcome you to our very powerful business community. The company I'm going to talk about today is a company called Tradera, but first and foremost, I want to give a really quick disclaimer. Every effort will be made to accurately represent our product, our service, and our potential. Trading is risky, and past profits do not predict future gains. Now, what we're going to talk about today is the secrets of the wealthy. Wealth creation is pretty simple. You want to put your money to work for you, compound your profits, and repeat very simple strategies while building a financial portfolio that definitely includes residual income. Not only that, you want to look for opportunities that have a low startup cost but high return, and you want to be the boss, so you're going to have to take calculated risk. Now, the company that we're going to talk about is I want you to understand that is a financial services platform, and it's completely debt free. Now, the amazing thing is that the gentlemen who started this company are actually traders, and they really wanted to see people win. Cody Sell and Eastman Harris out of Texas wanted to see people win, and they wanted to teach simple ways to replace an average person's income for a very low cost in the financial industry of Forex. Now, the two powerful industries that we're going to look at is actually the Forex market. Forex education and trading is the product. And we also focus on active and passive income. Network marketing and affiliate marketing is one of the strongest ways to build solid teams. Now, let's look at the Forex market. Forex is actually currency exchange. It's one of the largest markets in the world. And a lot of people ask, why Forex at this time? Well, because we have our cell phones, the Forex market is one of the most accessible markets, and it's a $5 to $6 trillion a day market, trumping the stock market by trillions. Now, we make money daily, 24 hours a day, 5 days a week, and Forex is all over the world. And I want you to understand that because you have your cell phones or internet connection, you can access money from all over the world. Now, our basic focus is to teach you when to buy in the market, when to sell in the market, and when to do nothing. So the services that Tradera offers are very, very simple. Trading education, trade alerts, live sessions, market forecasts. We have a 2-week syllabus, small study groups, a 20 pip and dip strategy, and a very, very strong trading community. So let's look at these individually. Our education is 100% online, so you can access it from your cell phone. We have education from basic to advanced strategies and a step-by-step process that you can follow. We also have a 2-week syllabus that's designed to get you in the market quickly. Now, what I absolutely love is the copy-paste, earn while you learn trading alerts. These alerts come to your cell phone. They tell you your stop loss, your entry. They're going to tell you your take profit, everything that you need to do to be able to be profitable in the market, following successful traders. Now, for those of you who truly want to learn, every Sunday through Thursday at 8 p.m., we conduct live webinars. You can ask questions, and if you can't make those calls, they're recorded, and you can click and play right from your back office. Now, for those of you who are watching the market, every single week, we post market forecasts. We have small groups where you can actually learn how to trade with other either beginning traders or advanced traders as well. Our small groups allow you to really master the skill set of trading, and it's led by professionals. Also, learn how to compound your money like the banks. The 20 pip and dip strategy will allow you to learn how to make small profits and compound them over time. Now, our trading community is so successful that you can look at other companies and understand why so many people are joining Tradera. Now, the biggest reason why people are joining Tradera, other than our products, is the fact that you have nothing to lose and everything to gain. You can get started as a student or a client for just $99 every 4 weeks. You get access to all of our amazing services. Not to mention, if you want to become free, we'll help you sign up your first 3 people, and then you get your education for free. After your first 3, if you would like to make an income, You can actually pay $15 only every 4 weeks. And now you can build a business, earn residual income, and refer others and upgrade when you're profitable. Once you hit your very first rank, you'll go back to paying your $114 a month. But I want you to understand how powerful our compensation plan is. Once you sign up your first 3 people, you can take that all the way up to $100,000 a month. You only need 3 active people. So if you sign up more people, you're welcome to give those people away because it doesn't benefit you to keep any more than 3 people. Now, you may want to have a 4th person just in case someone's card doesn't work, because our compensation plan is so very powerful that you do not want to miss any income over here. You can become free all the way up to $100,000 a month, and we pay weekly. Every single week we pay. So our first goal is to help you hit founder. We're going to help you, and when you get your first 3 people, you are free. After that, you want to pay your $15 a month and hit that very first rank. Very, very simple. You have a big leg. You need 4 people in that leg, 4 people in your leg 2, and only 2 people in your leg 3 for a total of 10 people. And now you've hit night at $500 a month. Some people are doing this as soon as quickly as in your first 20 or 30 minutes. Also, I want you to understand that if you want to continue to go up the ranks, you can hit Noble. Noble is 10 partners in your leg 1, 10 in your leg 2, 5 in your leg 3, only 25 people in your organization. And we have a spillover and spill under strategy. So you can get paid off of people who you haven't personally sponsored. $1,000 a month. Hitting Bishop is 30, 30, 15. 75 people in your organization, $2,000 a month. Guys, this is phenomenal. When you hit Duke and Duchess, 250 people in your downline, 100, 150, you are now making $5,000 a month, and that takes you to Prince or Princess. 500 people in your downline, $10,000 a month. Quickly, you're going to move to King and Queen. 1,000 people in your downline, $20,000 a month paid out every single week. $5,000 a month is what you'll be making. And we have members who have already hit that in as little as 8 weeks. I want you to understand that when you get to Emperor and Empress, $50,000 a month, 2,500 people in your downline. We just had a gentleman who came over not even 90 days ago who hit $50,000 a month. But the place that you want to be is legend. So I want all of you to say, I am legend. 5,000 people in your downline. That is $100,000 a month. $100,000 a month paid out every single week. Now, I know you may be thinking that network marketing is a challenge, but with this opportunity, it is very simple to sign up in less than 2 minutes. You can access our services immediately, share your link, and start getting paid. Our business works flawlessly because we market word of mouth, online marketing, and social media marketing, and we have great training and support over here at Tradera. So we want you to get positioned for success quickly. I want you to understand that once you get positioned for $99, we're going to help you get your 3, spill over, spill under, get your education for free, hit that first rank of $500 a month. Knock out the rest of the ranks, guys, and I want you to understand that you do not have to be great to start, but you do have to start to be great. So today is the day to get started right away with Tradera. So get signed up, get free, and get paid. Get back with the person who shared this video with you, and let us help you get your education for free. Let us help you get paid. Thank you guys so much. My name is Megan Lynch. Have a fantastic day.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Thank you so much. So we wanted to play that because it shows you basically in a small nutshell really what's going on. We want to basically focus on the fact that in our team, we are really focused on learning how to trade. That was the real big focus for us. We are not necessarily building a gigantic organization. It will come over time. It doesn't really much matter. That's not the focus. Our focus is really learning how to trade Forex, because it's a skill set that once you have, you're going to be able to do pretty much whatever you'd like to do financially. And that means, you know, if you need to replace a job, get an extra retirement, get some savings, learn how to trade stocks as well as options and other things, because that is the one thing that I'm seeing now, that I'm seeing the patterns that this is teaching us. And you can actually look at it at crypto, you can look at it at the stock exchange, and it works there as well. We have basically a team coach, a female. She's 27 years old. She's a full-time trader. She has been trading for full-time for 3 years. This is her whole life. That's how she makes her money. She's an excellent coach, and she's basically created what's called the 2-week syllabus. And the 2-week syllabus is technically your outline of what videos you need to study, what order, so that you get an idea of what's going on with this. And I'll show you basically what that means. I'm going to show you the back office real quick. So this is Tradera. I'm going to log in real quick. Go. All right. So this is our back office. And basically, what we have here is we have an education platform. We have videos on Forex, videos on cryptocurrency, videos on commodities, videos on indices, stocks, and then the technical analysis. And in the technical analysis is where we find the basis for what we're doing with the Forex. The training that she's laying out is about an hour and a half a day. You do need to go through it. I've gone back now in the last 3 days, and I've actually gone back over some of the videos and looked at some new ones, and it's actually given me more information. It's helping me out a lot. Every single day at 8 p.m. Eastern time, there's a live training session where charts are being marked up, real charts, live, that you can see. And then every day, the next day, he goes back and he looks at the charts that he marked up, and he's showing you what could happen, and then he shows you what actually happened. And they're like 99%. It happens every time. He's right on it. We have trade alerts that you will get from the company as well, about 3 a day. And, we just recommend you take a look at them, make sure that they fit you and they're good for you to take. If not, then don't. They talked about market forecasts, and this is where they're talking about certain pairs, including the dollar, Bitcoin, gold, all right, fundamental analysis, basically the news, things like this. But the thing that I think that makes this probably the most important thing that makes it different is the fact that the education is really par none. And what I want to say about that is, the 2-week syllabus is a basic, right? I'm now looking at some of the other videos. I'm actually now getting into the higher levels of, detailed, like what is really scalping, what is a multiple day trader. There's 3 or 4 different ways to trade the Forex markets, and you need to really understand things like risk and reward. And what that means is you don't want to blow your account on one trade. So you have things like stop losses and all this other stuff, which you all learn in here. And then I think the thing that's probably the most important part is what we have here in front of you. These people here, we have a group. We have a very active group that likes to help each other. We do extra trainings during the week. We'll get together and mark up some charts. Now we'll also discuss different styles and other things that we're seeing in the markets to help each other learn more. So if you do come and join us and want to get involved with us, we're not going to leave you hanging by yourself and then wish you luck. That's not how we work. The training session, our own personal training session we did on Friday was 2.5 hours. And we went for 2.5 hours, and I went all the way through lunch, and I actually forgot how long we were going. But we have people that bring some really cool ideas and tools that we're playing with. And we found a couple of things that are really sort of special for us, that sort of like exclusive to our team, that we're using that I've not seen anyone else use. So that's really fantastic also. So with that, I want to go ahead and invite you to listen to Tara. How are you doing, Tara, today?
I'm doing great, Bart. More than definitely blessed that we made the choice to step out and build another team, even though we both were really dead set on not building another marketing team and looking for the platform where we can just, take our drive and determination and put it towards something that we can build for our families. And once we actually got really deep into the training, within probably 3 or 4 days, we had a discussion and said, like, there was no way that we could turn around and not share this with people, especially with what's going on in the economy today. And, people have no idea if they're going back to a job or not, or if the doors are going to be locked. We're in a very scary time all over the world. We're all being hit really, really hard. And we have something here. If you have your drive, if you have your determination, and if you truly want to invest in yourself and in your family, hands down, the training is here. You just need to be able to stay focused, to really take everything out of this and, you know, grow it to the level that you want to grow it at. We have here college education. Honestly, the training here is by far unbelievable. And $99 a month, you cannot go wrong. You can't get training like that anywhere else. And the really cool part is that we haven't even mentioned is, you know, you do get your 3, you get it for free, which is really awesome, but there's no different levels of payments. You have everything in that $99. Anything and everything that comes aboard this company, everybody has the opportunity to go and learn and grow from that education. You know, it's really just staying focused. And we have committed 1 full year to learning this, to staying on track. I know hands down that this will be my turning point in life financially. I know that this is going to set my family free. And I know that I'm going to be able to share that with hundreds and hundreds of people. And as it comes, we are going to be, you know, sitting here and coaching and training and spending one-on-one time with you guys. You know, when it comes to Bart and I, it's grained in us, guys. It's who we are. We will make sure that everybody wins. As long as you put the time and effort into your own life, we'll be standing side by side with you, making sure that that happens. You know, we are still learning ourselves, but if we can take what we've learned already and share it with you, we more than definitely will. We have a community here that is going to be here for a lifetime. So if you're looking for something, we are not selling products. We're not begging and pleading anybody to buy stuff that they really truly don't need, because we know that that's not really going to go anywhere today in today's market. There's nothing wrong with it. I have made really good money in those companies, guys. I'm not saying anything bad about it whatsoever. But here we have an opportunity to build an income, building a team, and build an income with trading. And we're not we just get to duplicate our money. We're not trying to give another bill to a house or, you know, have to buy a certain amount of products to stay alive in the company. That has nothing to do with it here. It's all education that you are spending that $99 on, and by far well worth every penny. So right back to you, Bart.
Thank you, Tara. I really appreciate that. And actually, it's funny because when I listen to you guys talk, it always makes me think of something I really want to say during these presentations. I actually should be making notes. But I do want to say this. The one thing about Forex is it's as bad as everything has been in the last month all over the world in different places and all the horrific things that has been going on, you know, not knowing exactly everything. The Forex market has been on fire. People are making really big money. You know, we're doing a couple of different strategies ourselves. And the one thing also about Forex is very personal. Every single person on here has something different they're doing in a different style of the way they trade. And that's what's really cool about this. This is not like come and learn, or we're going to put you in a box, or we're going to say this is what you're going to do, and this is how you're going to make a success. What it is you're going to find your pairs you want to watch, and you're going to study them, and you're going to watch them every single day. And what's going to happen is, you know, things get in your mind, repetition teaches. And what happens is you start to have a pattern in your mind, and you're going to wake up, you know, Monday, and you're going to remember your pattern that you're looking at on your pairs that you watch, and you're going to go, there's your continuation, and you're going to learn how to trade. Well, here's the cool thing about this. Think about this. So I know that there's people on here that are going to say this is really easy to do, but, you know, 25% on your account in a week is really pretty easy to do once you have your basics down and the proper pair that you are trading. So what does that mean, right? 25% in a week. If it's $1,000 account, you know the number, right? It's really the only way that you're going to fail is if you do not stick by your own rules. You know, we're sort of making our 10 commandment list. You know, always trade the trend is number one. If the market's going up, you don't go the other direction, right? So there's certain things that we're creating our own list. Again, we're new, we're putting stuff together, but like every single time we break one of our rules that we know it's true, it always turns into a failure. So that is also patience, right? This is the other thing. This is something it's not learned overnight. This is something that people have taken years to learn. and people have studied and gone through trial and tribulation to be successful. That's why when we bring people in, we always tell them set up a demo account, practice on a demo account, do a minimum of 100 trades before you ever think about opening a cash account. When you do open up a cash account, put 50 bucks in, no more than that. Start really small, because you know what? Likely chances are you're going to blow that account. I did. I blew 3 of them. That's fine. It's exactly what I expected to do. Right now, I'm playing with a bigger demo account because in about 30 days, I'm going to put real money into an account. I'm going to play with more of a serious amount of money. By then, I'll have my own strict rules that I will play with, and I'll treat it differently. Like if you're trading on a $2,000 account, you're going to trade it differently than you would on a $50 account, let alone a demo account, right? But this is the other thing that's really cool about this, guys. This is not a set schedule. This is at your time, night or day, morning, lunch, whenever. Your learning schedule is your learning schedule. No one's telling you and, you know, beating you to have to get to a certain point to make this happen. This is your schedule. And, you know, we do expect that for someone to actually become a profitable trader, we're not going to sit there and tell you something that's not real, that in a month you can be a profitable trader. I think it's going to take a few months if you're really practicing until you start to say, you know what, I can be a profitable trader, right? Now, again, our team, we've done some things that are a little bit differently. We've found some things that are working. We're doing some testing on some stuff, and it's really getting pretty excited because we do have people here using this system and getting wins. I mean, the last thing you want to do, and this is, by the way, the why most people fail at Forex is what they do is they look at a chart, you know, and they'll see a green candle and they think that means buy. And it doesn't. Okay? That's not how you trade. Matter of fact, I'll give you a little hint. This is a chart we marked up, we were talking about on Friday, okay, during our little private training class, okay? So there's a lot of information on there, right? All the little arrows and stuff like this, including where do we take a trade, right? And how much money you can take on a trade. So this is what we're learning, what these lines mean, you know, things like this, what the candles mean. And, you know, our team is really focused on doing what's called scalping, which means short time frame, small pips, proper management, and risk control, controlling your risk factor, not blowing your account. You know what I mean? Because one of the things we've learned is when we looked at some of the training, and we understand, like when you have a person training you who says, I just made $3,500 in that trade. Well, he could be trading a $60,000 account. So he has the ability to take a trade that'll give him that kind of a return because his risk to reward level is doable. On a tiny account of $50 or $100, you can't do that kind of a trade. You know, you have to have a management level of where you're trading your thing. And that's sort of like what we're really focusing on in our group and our team. And that's really the key, I think. With that, Patrick, man, thank you so much, buddy. I'm glad to see you here. How you doing?
Oh, good, good. Glad to be here. Bart pretty much just covered everything. I mean, what can we say? Forex is, you take the time and be patient with yourself. I think that's the thing that, you know what, and I know Bart, Tara, the other people in business, when we're reaching out and sharing this opportunity, you run into some people that they get involved. I mean, well, what is this? And what you got to get your feet wet. You remember how it is when you were a little kid? Anybody ever remember? You see a little kid and they're afraid to get in the pool and their mom and dad is just right there. Jump, I got you, I got you. You got to jump. You got to get in the pool. So, you know, Forex, I love, you know what? I love the education, and I love, I got to say this the right way. Yes, you will lose money, but if you're patient and go into the market knowing that you're not risking a whole lot, it's actually, you're learning. It's just like when you ride a bike, you're going to fall, but eventually you don't make the same mistakes. You get better, you get more confident. You'll begin to see moves in the chart, and you'll know exactly how to execute. So I would hate for people that let fear just terrify them to the point where they just, oh no, that's not for me. And they never gave it a shot, So, hey, I'm going to turn it back over to Bart, but we have a great team, wonderful support. This is the best support I've ever had in any organization, any opportunity by far. So you're in good hands, especially here with this team. And I'll turn it back over to Bart.
Thank you. Yeah, and that's another thing too. I cannot tell you how much activity is happening in the Facebook group, how much is happening in the Telegram. There's like 3 Telegram groups, right? So for some of us, some of us old school people, it's like almost way too much, right? So there's 2 Telegram groups I pay attention to. It's the news and the main group. I really focus on our team. We do a lot of stuff privately that we don't do outside. We really don't share what we do outside of our group because we're realizing that we're trying to sort of find our style. And I think that's the key. And this is something that I've heard some of the best trainers say, is when you find your thing, it's your thing. No one trades we've got like 10 major trainers. Every single one of them does things differently. So it's really what it's doing is giving you the foundation. It's exactly like you said, it's learning how to ride a bike, okay? So it's like learning how to ride a bike. My wife and I were taking a walk around the neighborhood, and there was this kid who must have been, 5 years old. And his little brother was riding a bike, still had his training wheels on, 3, right? And he's like doing really good. Now the other brother was like way ahead. He was learning how to take his hands off the handlebars. I remember that. I remember the days I was taking my hands off the handlebars, first time ever, to see if I could make that bike balance, right? And that's what Forex is. Forex is not, this is not like, here's the formula, you're gonna win, okay? Don't let anyone ever tell you, listen, this system wins every single time. Just doesn't work that way. Bots. I've had 2 bots. I've spent big money on bots. At some point they failed. They seem to have an algorithm that works until someone figures out, hey, there's a bot there, let's kill it, right? Because there's people like market makers that move the markets. Anyway, so exciting times. Kevin, man, how you doing today?
I'm doing good.
All right, buddy.
I just wanted to say something quick. You guys covered all. It's hard to speak after you guys. You kind of cover everything. But I heard something the other day in one of the Hangouts. If you're not using proper risk management, you're gambling in the market, and it's so true. And I was in a trade the other day, and it was in profit, and I thought, I'm going to wait for it to go up to where I was wanting it to go. But I realized I can take my stop loss and I can slide it up and drop it in under inside of profit. So then if the market happens to go the other way, which it sometimes does, I'm still getting profit in that trade. So that's just a little risk management thing you can learn as you go, and it makes a big difference, because otherwise that trade you can end up losing $10. Whereas if you just would have set your stop loss up underneath, you come out in the end with $5 or whatever you're trading. So
yeah, and that's another good point. People don't realize that trading Forex is a very sort of a weird animal, right? Because we have these different lot sizes, like everything from a 0.01 all the way to 100 standard lots. And the amount of money that is the difference in there is just gigantic, right? So that's why countries trade Forex. That's why banks trade Forex. That's why very successful traders will trade Forex, because the amount of money you can make is sort of up to you and your threshold, right? Once you have it down, everything else is just scaling. Once you have a successful track record, once I have a $1,000 account that I'm successfully trading for a couple months, I'm going to be able to scale it up. Now I'll be gaining money in that account, so I'll be scaling up my trades. And what does that mean in 6 months to a year? I think I'm going to be pretty darn happy, to be honest with you, because I'm going to have my feet wet, and I'm going to have my rules that I live by, and I'm going to have my style down for sure. So Alan, buddy, how you doing? I know it's morning there, huh? There you go. You're unmuted. Oh, no.
Sorry.
There you go.
Yeah, I just, what Kevin said was great, because it kind of leads into the point that I wanted to make. So I would suggest that Tradera Foundation training is a little bit like your basic training in the Army. I'm ex-forces, and with the help and support that we give as Team Phoenix, that's more of your sort of niche specialized sniper training. So we take what we learn as our foundation, and amongst the peers that we have in our study group, if you want to call it that, we then hone our own style I've just started literally my second cycle. So week 5, I'm gaining more and more confidence with each trade that I make. And I'm sort of developing my own style. I'm only following a couple of pairs. Although I've kind of now decided that I might start looking at 3 pairs. So I might just increase that just a little bit. But I certainly am noticing patterns in the Aussie dollar and the US dollar, which I'm really concentrating on. And that's probably the best one to start as a newbie. I think people have a perception, once people understand that it's the foreign exchange, there's a lot of unknowns out there, and there's a lot of false information as well about what the market is. Let's not forget, I mean, the earliest Babylons were trading in some way, shape or form, and that's kind of where Forex can trace its history back to. So it's been around for a while. And obviously after the Second World War, there was a lot of financial mess in the whole of the globe. So again, that was kind of a sort of a historical look at what Forex is. And in 71, of course, the gold standard. And that's when it really sort of took off. But it was only really, guys, it was only in the 90s, we can thank Al Gore for this, I suppose, where retail trading, which is what we're doing, sort of really took off. So this is still really the beginning of retail market, really, in the last 20, 30 years. So it's very Moorish once you get into it, though. And I would suggest that it's, if you look at it like a hobby to begin with while you're learning and practicing, and then scale it like Bart's just said, it'd be one of the cheapest hobbies you'd ever want to get into. I was looking at getting into golf recently, and I realized how much it would cost me just for a set of clubs. So I think I chose Forex because it's a lot cheaper than looking at other hobbies. So yeah, over to you, Bart.
Yeah, golf might be fun, but unless you become a professional and start winning tournaments, it's not going to pay you any money back, right? At least with Forex, you can actually earn some money.
Exactly.
Alan's down in New Zealand, and we love having him on the team. Guys, you know, the one thing, like I said, I really want to focus again on our group here. Okay, if you want to join a group who will come and understand every single question that you're going to have, because the people that are into now, you know, a 9th week or a 10th week, we're farther ahead. So when you come up against something or see something in a trade or something, you can actually ask us what happened here, right? Because we are looking back at things we did wrong and learning from those, that we don't repeat those mistakes. The good thing about this is that, again, you know, the threshold is what? You know, my guarantee to myself is I would do this for a year no matter what. I would learn how to do this because I was trading cryptocurrency. I could not get the kind of gains that I wanted to get out of it. I didn't really feel, I mean, you can, I mean, 1% a day, okay. You know, 2% a day, you're really lucky, okay. This is different. You can actually make 5% in a day pretty darn easily. You know, once you have your pairs that you really follow and you can, again, scale up, and this is scalable at any time, the amount you can make is really up to you, right? And proper risk management. I mean, you know, people, I don't want to go into completely teaching you everything on here, but I tell you, with proper risk management, when you lose, you won't even get angry anymore because you have to have a loss. And what I mean by that is there's no such thing as win. You know, you're doing, let's say you do 20 trades in a week. It's going to be impossible to have 20 unless you're just a miracle. I mean, and you had a lot of good luck because you're not going to have 20 winning trades, right? The thing is, out of your 20 winning trades, right, if you're at 66% wins and 33% losses, if the losses on your stop loss are 1/2 of your wins on the wins, that means you're actually winning like 75%. Okay, that's really doable, right, with what we're doing, especially in our group. And we invite you to come and talk to us and, you know, get back with the person that you invited here. The cost is ridiculously low at $99 a month. There's never going to be an upsell. They will never try to pitch you in an upgrade. There's not extra money to spend for extra stuff. Everything that we get in this business is included. I've never seen a program that is as solid as it is. They've had a couple of hiccups. One was a growth spurt hiccup that they had to change servers and everything else. That was taken care of. They are paying. If you do earn, they pay. like clockwork. Everything else is like clockwork. And I couldn't be happier. And like I said, the people that are here that are serious, they're in this to make a change in their life. This is not going to be like I'm in an MLM for a couple years to make a couple few $1,000s, and then hopefully they can take that couple few $1,000s and then flip it into something else. Okay, and people can do that. You can, you buy cryptocurrency, you maybe hold some altcoins. Bitcoin is having, and okay, there's ways to make money. But this is something that once you learn this skill, you're going to have it forever, right? Because it's like riding a bike. I haven't ridden a bike in probably 2 years, but I can get a bike right now. I can ride it, right? And once you learn this, the mechanics of trading and how these markets work and the charts, and you start to sit there and compare it to what you're learning on Forex, and you look at now the cryptocurrency charts, and a lot of people are into cryptocurrency, and you go, holy crap, it works the same way there. Oh, and the stock market too? Okay, you know what I mean? So with that, guys, that's what I'm saying. You need to come and join us. Get back with the person that showed you this video. We'd be glad to welcome you into our group, and come and say hello. And with that, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording. You guys have a great weekend. We'll see you next Saturday as well. Things are looking up. Looks like we're going to get outside and get a little bit more freedoms. See you soon. Bye.